You know what's absolutely hilarious? We can order a pizza at 3 in the morning with complete confidence that it'll show up at our door, hot, cheesy, and exactly what we asked for. We don't sit there questioning whether the pizza place exists, whether they have the ingredients, or whether we deserve pepperoni. We just order it and expect it to arrive. But when it comes to money, oh honey, suddenly we turn into anxious philosophers debating our worthiness and wondering if abundance is even real. Well, what if I told you that ordering wealth works exactly the same way as ordering food? And once you understand this simple truth, your entire financial reality can shift faster than you can say, extra cheese. I see you there, scrolling through another money manifestation video at 2:00 in the morning, wondering why everyone else seems to have cracked the code while you're still struggling to pay your bills on time. You've read the books, watched the documentaries, tried the affirmations, and yet your bank account still looks like a sad emoji. You're probably thinking there's something fundamentally wrong with you, that you're missing some secret ingredient that everyone else got in their cosmic starter kit. Trust me, darling, I've been exactly where you are, staring at my reflection, wondering why I can manifest a parking spot like magic, but can't seem to manifest more than $20 in my wallet. Here's the thing that nobody talks about in those shiny self-help circles. You've been conditioned to believe that money is different from everything else in the universe. Society has taught you that wealth is scarce, that you have to struggle for it, that only certain people deserve it, and that wanting it makes you somehow shallow or greedy. Meanwhile, you order your morning coffee without a single thought about whether you deserve caffeine or whether there's enough coffee in the world for everyone. The disconnect is absolutely mind-boggling when you really think about it. The core challenge isn't that you don't know how to attract money. The challenge is that you've been taught to treat money like some mystical, unpredictable force instead of recognizing it for what it actually is. Energy responding to your mental ordering system. Every single day, you successfully place orders with the universe for thousands of things. You expect the sun to rise, and it does. You expect your car to start, and it usually does. You expect your favorite show to be available when you want to watch it, and there it is. Your expectation is so natural, so effortless, that you don't even notice how powerful you already are. But money, oh, with money, we get all twisted up. We start our order with doubt, season it with fear, add a side of unworthiness, and then wonder why we keep getting served exactly what we ordered. More lack, more struggle, more reasons to believe money is hard to come by. It's like walking into a restaurant and saying, "I'd like a burger, but I probably don't deserve it," and you probably don't have the ingredients anyway. And even if you did, I bet it would be terrible, and I should probably just have water instead. Then being shocked when the waiter brings you a glass of water and a confused look. Let me share something that will change everything for you. The universe operates on a simple ordering system, and it's been working perfectly your entire life. When you think a thought with feeling and expectation behind it, you're literally placing an order. The universe doesn't judge your order, doesn't decide whether you're worthy of it, and doesn't make moral judgments about what you're requesting. It simply fills the order based on the clarity and conviction of your mental order slip. Think about the last time you ordered takeout. You didn't spend 45 minutes wondering if you deserved pad thai. You didn't call your friends to ask their opinion about whether spring rolls were too indulgent. You didn't sit there calculating whether there was enough food in the world for everyone. You simply decided what you wanted, placed your order with complete expectation that it would be fulfilled, and then went about your evening knowing dinner was on its way. That's exactly the energy you need to bring to ordering wealth. The scientific principle behind this is actually quite simple, though most people overcomplicate it. Your subconscious mind is like the most efficient personal assistant in the world. It takes your dominant thoughts and feelings as instructions and then works 24/7 to make your external reality match your internal expectations. When you consistently think thoughts of lack while feeling anxious about money, your subconscious gets the message loud and clear. Create more situations that confirm lack and anxiety about money. It's not being mean. It's just doing its job based on the orders you're placing. But here's where it gets exciting. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. It only responds to the emotional intensity and repetition of your thoughts. So, when you obsess about not having enough money, you're actually placing a very clear, emotionally charged order for more experiences of not having enough money. It's like repeatedly ordering, "I don't want anchovies," and being surprised when anchovies keep showing up because you've been thinking about anchovies with strong emotion every single day. The key to changing this pattern is ridiculously simple, though simple doesn't always mean easy at first. You need to start placing your wealth orders the same way you place your food orders, with clarity, confidence, and complete expectation that what you've ordered will be delivered. No second guessing, no wondering if you deserve it, no calculating the logistics of how it will happen. Just pure, clean ordering energy. Here's your first practical step, and I want you to try this today. Right now, think of a specific amount of money you'd like to have in your life. Don't make it so big that your mind immediately rebels, but don't make it so small that it doesn't excite you. Maybe it's $500, maybe it's $2,000, maybe it's $10,000. Whatever feels like a stretch, but not impossible for you right now. Now, here's the magic part. I want you to mentally place this order exactly like you would order food. Close your eyes and imagine walking into your favorite restaurant. The server comes over with a smile and asks what you'd like today. You look at the menu, point to your financial goal, and say with complete confidence, "I'll have the financial abundance package for $2,000, please, and I'd like that delivered to my life within the next 30 days. Feel the same casual confidence you'd have ordering your favorite meal. Feel the expectation that your order will be fulfilled. Feel the satisfaction of knowing it's already on its way. Now, and this is crucial, once you've placed your order, stop thinking about it obsessively. When you order pizza, you don't call the restaurant every 5 minutes asking where your pizza is. You don't stand by the window anxiously watching for the delivery car. You don't wonder if maybe you should have ordered something different. You simply go about your evening knowing that in about 30 minutes there's going to be a knock on your door and your delicious dinner will arrive. The same principle applies to wealth. Once you've placed your order with the universe, the best thing you can do is relax into the knowing that it's being prepared. Start living as if your order has already been placed and is on its way. This doesn't mean being reckless with money you don't yet have, but it does mean shifting your energy from desperate wanting to confident expecting. Here's your second practical step. Every morning for the next week, I want you to check on your order, but not in an anxious way. Think of it like tracking a package online. You're not worried about whether it exists or whether it will arrive. You're simply checking in with excited anticipation. Say something like, "Good morning, universe. Just checking in on that financial abundance I ordered. I'm so excited to see how it's going to show up today." Then go about your day with your eyes open for opportunities, ideas, and inspired action. The third step is learning to recognize when your order is being processed. The universe rarely delivers wealth in the exact form we expect, just like sometimes the restaurant substitutes ingredients or offers an upgraded version of what we ordered. Maybe you ordered $2,000 and instead you get offered a freelance project, a brilliant business idea, or you suddenly remember about money someone owes you. Don't be so attached to how your order arrives that you miss it when it shows up. I remember when I first started applying this principle. I was desperately wanting to attract $300 to pay a bill. I placed my order with the universe, just like I've described, and then I let it go. 2 days later, a friend called and asked if I wanted to help her organize her closet for $50. That same week, I found a $20 bill in an old jacket, sold some books online for $40, and received an unexpected refund check for $190. It wasn't one big chunk of $300. It was multiple deliveries that added up to exactly what I'd ordered. The universe had filled my order perfectly, but in its own creative way. Your fourth practical step is learning to tip the universe appropriately. When your wealth orders start showing up, acknowledge them with gratitude, just like you'd thank a good server or delivery person. The energy of appreciation tells the universe that you received your order, you're satisfied with the service, and you'll definitely be ordering again. Gratitude is like leaving a 5-star review for cosmic customer service. But here's something most people miss entirely. The universe loves repeat customers just like restaurants do. The more you practice this ordering system, the faster and more accurate your deliveries become. The universe starts to know your preferences, anticipates your needs, and sometimes even suggests upgrades you hadn't thought to order. It's like having a cosmic personal assistant who gets better at serving you the more you work together. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Your mind is probably right now coming up with a list of reasons why this can't possibly work for you. But I have bills to pay right now. But the economy is terrible. But I don't have any skills. But I'm too old, too young, too inexperienced, too whatever. Honey, these are all just toppings you're adding to your order. Every time you think one of these limiting thoughts, you're essentially walking into the restaurant and saying, "I'd like a delicious meal, but I'm probably too broke to afford it." And you probably think I'm stupid, and the food here is probably awful anyway. The restaurant doesn't care about your personal story or your past dining experiences. They just want to give you what you order. The universe operates the same way. It doesn't care about your credit score, your job history, or what your family thinks about your financial goals. It only cares about the clarity and emotional intensity of your order. Here's your fifth and most important step. Start cleaning up your mental order slips. Every time you catch yourself thinking a thought about money that you wouldn't want to receive, immediately cancel that order and place a new one. It's like calling the restaurant and saying, "Actually, scratch that. I'd like to change my order to something delicious instead." You can literally say, "Cancel, clear, delete. I'll have financial abundance and peace of mind instead, please." The beautiful thing about this system is that you can start practicing it right now, today, with small orders. Order a perfect parking spot and watch how effortlessly it shows up. Order green lights on your way to work and notice how traffic flows. Order a beautiful day and see how your perception shifts. These small successes will build your confidence in the ordering system, and confidence is like having a gold card with the universe. Your orders get processed faster and with better service. I want you to understand something profound. You've never actually been bad with money. You've simply been unconsciously placing orders for financial struggle because that's what you were taught to expect. You've been loyally receiving exactly what you ordered, which proves that the system works perfectly. Now you just need to start placing different orders. The moment you truly get this, everything changes. Money stops being this mysterious, difficult thing and becomes as simple and natural as ordering your morning coffee. You start to see opportunities everywhere because your mind is now programmed to look for ways to fulfill your wealth orders instead of reasons to confirm your limitations. So, here's what I want you to do right now before you click away from this video. I want you to place one small financial order with the universe. Maybe it's finding a $20 bill, receiving an unexpected check, or having someone offer to pay for your lunch. Keep it small enough that your mind doesn't resist, but exciting enough that you'll notice when it arrives. Then, I want you to come back to this video and leave a comment telling me what happened. Don't wait a month or even a week. Give the universe 24 to 48 hours to fill your order, then report back. I promise you, when you start seeing these small orders fulfilled, your confidence in the system will skyrocket and you'll be ready to place bigger and bigger orders. Remember, you're not asking the universe for charity. You're not begging for scraps. You're placing legitimate orders for abundance that you have every right to receive, and you're doing it with the same confidence and expectation that you order everything else in your life. The universe is like the most efficient restaurant in existence, with unlimited ingredients and 24-hour delivery. The only question is, what are you going to order today? Your wealth is not coming someday when you're more deserving or more prepared. It's available right now in this moment as soon as you place a clear, confident order and allow it to be delivered. Stop waiting for permission. Stop calculating your worthiness and start ordering your abundance like the cosmic customer you were born to be. Your financial feast is waiting to be served. You just need to place the order. But placing the order is only the beginning. Let me tell you about what happens after you've mastered the art of confident ordering. The magic really begins when you understand that the universe operates on an abundance economy, not a scarcity economy like the one you've been taught to believe in. In the abundance economy, there's no such thing as taking someone else's share. There's no limited supply. There's no waiting list. When you order more wealth for yourself, you're actually creating more wealth in the world. It's like ordering from a restaurant that creates food out of thin air every time someone places an order. The more people order, the more food exists. That's how the universe works with money. But here's where most people trip themselves up. They place their order and then immediately start worrying about where the money will come from. They think, well, my boss isn't going to give me a raise. My family doesn't have money to give me. I don't have any business idea. And in doing so, they're limiting the universe to only the channels they can currently see. That's like ordering pizza and then calling the restaurant to tell them exactly which route the delivery driver should take, which car they should drive, and what time they should knock on your door. You wouldn't do that because you trust the restaurant to figure out the logistics. They know how to get food to you. Your job is simply to place the order and answer the door when it arrives. The universe is infinitely more creative and resourceful than any pizza place. It can deliver money to you through channels you've never even thought of. New opportunities, unexpected gifts, brilliant ideas that pop into your head, people who suddenly want to hire you, refunds you forgot about, investments that suddenly pay off, or even literal money that you find. But when you try to control how your order arrives, you block most of these channels. Here's a story that perfectly illustrates this. A woman I know was desperate for $1,000 to pay her rent. She placed her order with the universe but then spent every day stressing about how it would come. She kept checking her bank account, asking her family for loans, and applying for credit cards. Nothing worked. Then one day, she decided to completely surrender the how. She said, "Universe, I've ordered $1,000. I trust you to deliver it however you want." The very next day, she got a call from her old college roommate who she hadn't spoken to in 5 years. The friend was moving across the country and needed someone to drive her car to her new city. She offered to pay $1,200 for the trip plus all expenses. Not only did this woman get her $1,000, she got an extra $200 and a free road trip vacation. But here's the kicker. If she had tried to control how the money came, she never would have thought to call her old roommate about driving across the country. The universe had to create a completely unexpected scenario to deliver her order. That's how creative your cosmic delivery service is. Now, let me teach you something that will revolutionize your relationship with money forever. You need to understand the difference between ordering and begging. When you beg for money, you're approaching it from a position of lack, desperation, and unworthiness. You're essentially saying, "I don't have enough, I don't deserve it, but maybe if I ask nicely enough, someone will take pity on me." That energy is repulsive to abundance. It pushes money away because money is attracted to confidence, not desperation. When you order money, you're approaching it from a position of knowing, expectation, and divine right. You're saying, "I am a powerful creator. I have the right to abundance. I place this order with complete confidence that it will be fulfilled because that's how the universe works." That energy is magnetic. It draws wealth to you like iron filings to a magnet. Think about how different you feel when you're begging versus when you're ordering. When you beg, your shoulders slump, your voice gets small, your energy contracts. When you order, you stand tall, your voice is clear, your energy expands. The universe feels that difference and responds accordingly. But here's what's really beautiful about this system. The more you practice ordering instead of begging, the more your entire energy field shifts. You start carrying yourself differently. You make different decisions. You see different opportunities. You attract different people into your life. People can feel when someone expects good things to happen versus when someone expects to struggle, and they respond to that energy. Confident people get better job offers, more opportunities, and more support because confidence is contagious. When you expect abundance, other people start expecting abundance for you too. I want you to try something right now. Stand up if you can, and I want you to practice the difference between begging energy and ordering energy. First, slouch your shoulders, look down, and in a small, uncertain voice say, I was wondering if maybe I could have some money, if it's not too much trouble." Feel how that energy sits in your body. Notice the contraction, the uncertainty, the powerlessness. Now, straighten your spine, lift your chin, look directly ahead, and in a clear, confident voice say, "I place my order for financial abundance. I expect it to be delivered. Thank you." Feel the difference. Feel the expansion, the certainty, the power. That's the energy that creates miracles. Here's another crucial distinction. When you order food, you don't apologize for being hungry. You don't feel guilty for wanting to eat. You don't wonder if you deserve nourishment. You simply recognize a need and take action to fulfill it. The same applies to money. You don't need to apologize for wanting financial security. You don't need to feel guilty for desiring abundance. You don't need to wonder if you deserve prosperity. Financial well-being is as natural and necessary as physical nourishment. When you approach money with the same casual confidence that you approach food, everything changes. Let me share something that might surprise you. The universe actually prefers big orders over small ones. I know that sounds backwards, but hear me out. When you place a small order, your mind can easily come up with reasons why it won't work. "Oh, I only asked for $50, but I probably won't even get that." But when you place a big order, something interesting happens. Your mind can't figure out how it's going to happen, so it stops trying to control the process. It surrenders to possibilities beyond its current understanding. And that surrender is exactly what allows miracles to occur. Think about it. If you ordered a pizza and it costs $15, you might worry about whether you have enough money in your account. But if you ordered a feast for 100 people that cost $2,000, you wouldn't even try to figure out the logistics. You'd know that somehow, some way, it would all work out. That's the energy of faith, and faith is the frequency that moves mountains. Plus, the universe loves to surprise you. When you ask for $100, it might give you exactly that. But when you ask for $10,000, it might give you $25,000 because it wants to exceed your expectations. The universe doesn't think small. Only humans think small. So, here's your challenge for this week. I want you to place one order that feels a little scary. One order that makes your logical mind say, "That's impossible." Maybe it's enough money to pay off all your debts. Maybe it's enough to take that dream vacation you've been putting off for years. Maybe it's enough to start that business you've been thinking about. Whatever it is, I want you to place that order with the same confidence you'd order your favorite meal. And then, I want you to do the hardest thing of all. I want you to let go of trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Every time your mind tries to solve the puzzle, just gently redirect it back to gratitude for what's already on its way. Say, "Thank you for my order that's being prepared right now." Because here's the truth. The moment you place that order with genuine expectation, the universe began orchestrating events to fulfill it. People are having conversations about you that you don't know about. Opportunities are being created that will find their way to you. Ideas are floating in the quantum field waiting for you to receive them. Your job isn't to figure out the how. Your job is to stay in the energy of expectation and say yes when the delivery arrives. And trust me, it will arrive. Maybe not in the form you expected. Maybe not in the time frame you hoped for, but it will arrive, because the universe never ignores a confident order placed with faith. It can't. That would violate its own laws. You are not separate from the abundance of the universe. You are an expression of it. When you order prosperity, you're not asking for something outside yourself. You're claiming what's already yours by divine right. So stop begging for scraps and start ordering your feast. The Cosmic Kitchen is open 24/7. The ingredients are unlimited, and the chef is just waiting for you to decide what you want. Place your order, expect delivery, and get ready to feast on the abundance that's been waiting for you all along. Now that you've learned how to place confident orders with the universe, let me share something that will take your manifestation abilities to the next level. There's a secret ingredient that most people miss entirely, and it's the reason why some orders arrive instantly while others seem to get stuck in cosmic traffic. That secret ingredient is emotional alignment. You can say all the right words, visualize perfectly, and place your orders with confidence, but if your emotions are sending mixed signals, you're essentially placing an order and then immediately canceling it. It's like calling a restaurant, ordering a delicious meal, and then calling back 5 minutes later to say, "Actually, never mind. I probably don't deserve food anyway." Your emotions are the fuel that powers your manifestation engine. When your emotions align with your order, magic happens. When they contradict it, nothing moves. Most people place an order for $5,000 and then spend the rest of their day feeling anxious about money, worried about bills, or guilty about wanting more. Those emotions are broadcasting a completely different frequency than abundance. They're saying, "I don't have enough. I'm scared. I'm not worthy." And the universe, being the perfect mirror it is, reflects those emotions right back as more experiences of lack, fear, and unworthiness. But when you place an order for $5,000 and then spend your day feeling grateful for the abundance already in your life, excited about the possibilities coming your way, and peaceful knowing that the universe always provides, those emotions become magnets that pull your desire toward you at lightning speed. Here's how to get your emotions working for you instead of against you. First, after you place an order, spend 5 minutes feeling what it would be like to receive it. Not just thinking about it, but actually feeling it. Feel the relief of financial pressure being lifted. Feel the excitement of being able to say yes to opportunities. Feel the peace that comes with knowing you're taken care of. Feel the joy of being able to help others. Let these emotions wash through your entire body. This isn't wishful thinking. This is emotional programming. You're teaching your nervous system what abundance feels like, so it can recognize and attract more of it. Second, throughout your day, catch yourself whenever you feel negative emotions about money. Don't judge them or try to fight them. Just notice them and gently redirect. When you feel worried about a bill, take a deep breath and say, "I trust that my abundance is on its way." When you feel jealous of someone else's wealth, smile and say, "There's plenty for everyone, including me." When you feel guilty about wanting more, remind yourself, "My prosperity blesses everyone around me." These small emotional course corrections keep you aligned with your order instead of canceling it out. Third, practice what I call emotional rehearsal. Several times throughout the day, pause and imagine that your order has just been delivered. How would you feel? What would you do? How would you carry yourself? Let yourself experience those emotions as if they're happening right now. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So these emotional rehearsals actually prepare you to receive what you've ordered. Remember, the universe isn't just responding to your words, it's responding to the entire vibration you're emitting, and your emotions are the biggest part of that vibration. When you consistently feel abundant, grateful, and expectant, the universe has no choice but to send you experiences that match those feelings. This is why some people seem to effortlessly attract money, while others struggle despite working twice as hard. It's not about luck or favoritism, it's about emotional alignment. The people who easily attract wealth have trained themselves to feel wealthy before they see the evidence. They've learned to hold the emotional frequency of abundance, even when their bank account doesn't reflect it yet. And because they hold that frequency consistently, the universe continuously delivers experiences that match it. Here's a powerful practice that will help you master emotional alignment. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone or think about your problems, spend 3 minutes in what I call abundance meditation. Lie in bed, close your eyes, and imagine that while you were sleeping, the universe delivered everything you've ordered. Feel the emotions you would feel if you woke up to find your bank account overflowing, your debts paid, and new opportunities pouring in. Let those emotions fill every cell of your body. Start your day from that emotional state and watch how differently your day unfolds. You'll notice that you make different choices, see different opportunities, and attract different experiences when you begin from a place of emotional abundance rather than emotional lack. This isn't about pretending your current circumstances don't exist. It's about choosing which emotional frequency you want to broadcast to the universe throughout your day. And here's something beautiful that happens when you master emotional alignment. You stop needing your external circumstances to change before you can feel good. You realize that you have the power to feel abundant right now, regardless of what your bank account says. And paradoxically, when you no longer need money to feel wealthy, money starts flowing to you more easily because you're no longer pushing it away with desperate, needy energy. The universe is always matching your emotional state. When you feel lacking, it sends lack. When you feel grateful, it sends more to be grateful for. When you feel abundant, it sends abundance. It's really that simple. Your emotions are your creative tools. Use them wisely, and you can literally sculpt your financial reality into whatever you desire. From this moment forward, pay attention to how you feel about money throughout your day. Are you broadcasting abundance or lack, gratitude or resentment, expectation or desperation? Whatever you're feeling, that's what you're ordering more of. Choose your emotions as consciously as you choose your words, and watch your wealth multiply. Here's something that will blow your mind once you really understand it. Every single day, you're surrounded by evidence that the ordering system works perfectly. You just haven't been trained to see it. Most people walk through life blind to the constant flow of abundance around them because they're focused on what they don't have instead of what they do have. But when you start looking for evidence that the universe is always delivering, you'll see it everywhere. Think about this. You woke up this morning with air to breathe. You didn't have to order it, earn it, or deserve it. It was just there, freely given. You have access to clean water, which is more valuable than gold in many parts of the world. You can flip a switch and have light. You can turn a handle and have heat. You live in more luxury than kings and queens of previous centuries, and most of it flows to you effortlessly. But because these things are so consistent, so reliable, you've stopped noticing them as evidence of abundance. You've started taking miracles for granted. Here's what I want you to start doing. Become a detective for abundance. Start noticing every single way the universe delivers to you throughout your day. That parking spot that opened up right when you needed it? That's the universe responding to your unspoken order. The friend who called you exactly when you needed to hear from them? That's cosmic timing in action. The unexpected discount at the store? That's abundance flowing to you. The green lights when you're running late? That's the universe rearranging circumstances to support you. When you start recognizing these small deliveries, you build faith in the system. You realize that if the universe can deliver parking spots, phone calls, discounts, and green lights, it can certainly deliver money. It's all the same energy, responding to the same laws. Start keeping what I call an abundance journal. Every evening, write down 3 ways the universe delivered something to you that day. It could be as simple as finding a good song on the radio, or as significant as receiving unexpected good news. The size doesn't matter. What matters is that you're training your mind to notice the constant flow of gifts coming your way. After a week of doing this, you'll be amazed at how much evidence of abundance you discover. You'll realize that you've never actually been separated from the flow of universal support. You just weren't paying attention to it. And here's the magic. The more you acknowledge the abundance that's already flowing to you, the more the universe sends. It's like the universe is saying, "Oh, they're finally noticing. They're appreciating the gifts. Let's send more." Gratitude is the ultimate abundance multiplier. But most people are so focused on what they don't have that they miss what they do have. They're looking for the big check while stepping over the small coin. They're waiting for the promotion while ignoring the compliments. They're hoping for the lottery win while dismissing the daily blessings. Start where you are. Notice what's already working. Appreciate what's already flowing. Because the universe doesn't upgrade ungrateful people, it expands grateful people. Think about your favorite restaurant. If every time you went there, you complained about the service, criticized the food, and left without saying thank you, how long would it take before they stopped wanting to serve you? But if every time you went there, you appreciated the service, enjoyed the food, and expressed genuine gratitude, they would start giving you better tables, larger portions, and special treatment. The universe operates the same way. When you consistently appreciate what it delivers, it starts upgrading your deliveries. Here's a practice that will accelerate this process. Every time you receive money, no matter how small, say thank you out loud. When you find a quarter on the street, say, "Thank you, universe, for this gift." When you receive your paycheck, say, "Thank you for this abundance." When someone buys you lunch, say, "Thank you for this blessing." You're training the universe to send you more of what you appreciate. And start blessing the money that leaves your hands too. When you pay bills, instead of groaning, say, "Thank you for the services this provides." When you buy groceries, say, "Thank you for the nourishment this brings." When you invest in something, say, "Thank you for the growth this creates." You're sending that money out with good energy, which means it will return to you multiplied. Money that leaves with appreciation comes back with friends. Money that leaves with resentment struggles to return at all. Remember, the universe is always listening to your commentary about life. If your commentary is, "I never have enough, everything's too expensive, money's hard to come by," that's what you're ordering more of. But if your commentary is, "I'm so grateful, abundance flows to me, money comes easily," that's what you're ordering instead. Your words, thoughts, and feelings are constantly placing orders with the cosmic kitchen. Make sure you're ordering what you actually want to receive. From this moment forward, I want you to become the most grateful person you know, not just about money, but about everything. Because gratitude is the frequency that unlocks all doors. When you're truly grateful for what you have, the universe can't wait to give you more. It's like you become the universe's favorite customer, the one they want to serve first and best. Your abundance journal, your conscious appreciation, your grateful words, they're all building a magnetic field around you that attracts more and more blessings. And here's the beautiful thing. As you become more grateful, you also become more generous. And generous people are abundance magnets. When you give freely from a grateful heart, you create a vacuum that the universe rushes to fill. So look around right now and find 3 things to be grateful for. Say, "Thank you" out loud. Mean it, feel it. Because in this moment, you're placing an order for more of the same, and the universe is already preparing your delivery. Now let me tell you the most powerful secret of all, the one that transforms ordinary people into abundance magnets overnight. It's about understanding that you don't actually order from the universe. You order as the universe. You're not a separate being asking for favors from some distant cosmic force. You are the universe expressing itself as you. You're not begging for abundance from outside yourself. You're claiming the abundance that you already are. This shift in understanding changes everything. Instead of feeling like a powerless human hoping the universe will throw you a bone, you realize you're a powerful creator with unlimited resources at your disposal. Instead of placing orders and hoping they'll be filled, you place orders knowing they're already approved because you're the one approving them. Think about it this way. When you order pizza, you don't wonder if the restaurant has ingredients. You know they do because that's their business. When you order abundance from the universe, you don't need to wonder if there's enough, because abundance is the universe's business. It's what the universe does. It's what the universe is. And since you're part of the universe, abundance is your business too. It's what you do. It's what you are. The moment you truly get this, scarcity becomes impossible. How can you lack anything when you're connected to the source of everything? How can you be separate from abundance when abundance is your true nature? The only reason you ever experience lack is because you've temporarily forgotten who you are. You've believed the illusion that you're small, separate, and powerless. But that's just a story you've been telling yourself. It's not the truth. The truth is that you're infinite, connected, and incredibly powerful. You're not waiting for abundance to come to you. You're recognizing the abundance that's already here. You're not trying to attract wealth. You're remembering that wealth is your birthright. You're not learning to manifest. You're remembering how to be yourself. When you place your next order with this understanding, notice how different it feels. There's no begging, no desperation, no wondering if you're worthy. There's just calm knowing. There's just quiet confidence. There's just natural expectation that what you've ordered will manifest because you've ordered it from yourself to yourself. This is the secret that the masters have always known. This is the understanding that transforms seeking into being, wanting into having, hoping into knowing. You are not separate from the abundance you desire. You are the abundance you desire. You are not ordering from the universe. You are the universe ordering for itself, and the universe always delivers to itself every single time, without exception, without delay, without question. So stop begging, stop pleading, stop hoping, start ordering, start knowing, start being. Your abundance isn't coming someday. It's here right now. Your wealth isn't out there somewhere. It's right here inside you. Your prosperity isn't something you'll achieve. It's something you already are. Place your orders not as someone who lacks, but as someone who knows. Order not from need, but from power. Expect not as someone hoping for a miracle, but as someone who is the miracle. The cosmic kitchen is not separate from you. You are the cosmic kitchen. The universal delivery service is not outside you. You are the universal delivery service. So what are you going to order for yourself today? What abundance are you ready to claim? What prosperity are you prepared to acknowledge? What wealth are you willing to receive? Stop begging for crumbs and start claiming your banquet. Stop hoping for spare change and start expecting your inheritance. Stop asking for permission and start taking ownership. You are the universe in human form, and it's time you started acting like it. Place your order, expect delivery, and prepare to feast on the unlimited abundance that you are.